Hey guys, it's ESPN001 here. I believe this is part 84, I believe, of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas, something like that. Last time, after returning to the wasteland and doing some extra work, we have begun work on 4 Auld Lang Syne, the recruiting of the Enclave remnants. I look so weird like this. Anyway, so yeah, we have 3 more remnants left to get. One here, one in a pawn shop that's pretty easy to get to, and finally one out in the absolute middle of freaking nowhere in Jacobstown. He'll be the last one we recruit, and along the way we'll make another stop somewhere up near there that I need to go to thanks to my wild wasteland trait. You guys probably know what it is. But anyway, what we want to do now is go talk to Cannibal Johnson in his cave. I am hoping I can get more than one video recorded in a day. That would be kind of nice for a change. Let's disarm that bear trap. Don't want to forget that that's always there.
Well, it's about damn time.
Okay, Arcade has asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so...
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong...
So he wasn't really a fan of the Enclave. Oh well, not a big deal. Anyway, that's 3 down and 2 more to go. And, yeah, I would like to get more than one video recorded in a freaking day, because it seems like it doesn't ever freaking work. Like, I have tried so many times now to... I mean, I haven't been able to record more than one video in a day in, like, a really long time because it always, like, freezes or lags really badly or something. Now, the reason that happened yesterday may have well been because... That was weird. May well have been because I, I'm trying to think of the best way to go over there. Because that's from the Strip North Gate, so we'd have to walk all the way around. We'll head in from North Vegas Square. Oh, and by the way, guys, I did look up For Auld Lang Syne, and one of its translations is For Old Time's Sake, but it has like a bunch of different translations. It's from some old Scottish poem. I just wanted to look that up and see what it actually was. Okay, let's head into the junk door to North Vegas Square. So yeah, the next thing we have to do is recruit this guy at a pawn shop, and then we have to go all the way up to Jacobstown and recruit somebody up there, and that is not really a fun thing to do because it's so far away. And because we have to do a whole nother side quest to recruit him, which is unfortunate, and that side quest will take a good video or two to do. But I'd say it's all going to be worth it. We're going to get some awesome armor that I'm probably going to use in my free roaming from an extra save right before the end of the game and everything. Junk door to the Mojave wasteland, blah, blah, blah. I have like a bad itch on my ear that I can't get to leave me. Yeah, anyway. The H&H Tools Factory. I believe that you can get some stuff here. There's like a lot of stuff you can scavenge here, and there's also like a Lucky 38 key card if you need it. Oh. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing, Arcade? What's down there? A fiend or a raider of some kind. Ah, well, it's dead now. Okay, so, next thing we want to do is, I believe it's going to be through like another junkie, well, not junkie like as in drug junkie, but just junk style door up here somewhere, and I don't remember exactly where. Is it right here? No, it is not. Gonna have to walk the perimeter, I suppose, and find it. I'll be glad when I can put some armor back on. Oh, that's the thorn, actually. I'm kind of glad that we discovered that, because that's going to be something I work on my, you know, on that additional save once I want to go to the final battle and I make an extra save to go do other stuff on my own. So I'm actually glad we discovered this. The Thorn is basically a dungeon almost, as you might call it, where you can basically go in and fight various creatures. And then if you do a side quest for it called Bleed Me Dry, you also get the ability to hunt larger animals such as Cazadors and Deathclaws. It's a good way to grind like Deathclaw kills and like to get a lot of... It's a good way to grind a lot of money actually, because you get paid pretty well whenever you kill stuff down there. So I would highly suggest doing that as a decent way to grind. Okay, so our pawn shop is going to be right over here. Here it is.
Have you seen that?
Ah, here's who I need to talk to.
You don't strike me as someone.
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new... Why then?
You'd be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blade? None of this means a thing if the rest of the group... Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
You might be able to guess what it is by now. What the password
Judah
is.
Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fracked. Krieger was polite and kind, but never...
Okay. He's been recruited. Let's head into the pawn shop real quick and see if there's anything decent to buy. But what's important is that we found 4 out of the 5 that we're trying to recruit.
Hey there. If you're down on your luck and need some caps, I'd buy just about anything.
Why would you buy just about anything? Like, seriously, that just doesn't seem like a good idea. Maybe you've got something decent, though. Most of it's in crappy condition, though. I'd rather just buy stuff from the gun runners. Let's see if he's got any good mods, though. Nothing really. He's got some ammo, which, yeah, I can use the 45s at least, and the 44s. Have I got anything to trade to him in return? Probably not. I'll sell you 3 of my doctor's bags, and that'll make a little bit less for this, and some ghost sight. Whatever, pay 100 caps, like it's a big deal. Okay, so now that we've gotten that, let's head back outside, and the next thing we're going to want to do is head out into basically the middle of nowhere. Well, I wouldn't call it technically the middle of nowhere because it's a pretty nice settlement up there, but along the way we're going to head into the middle of nowhere to acquire a very unique special weapon. We're going to want to head up here, I believe. Actually, you know what? Let's head up to the northern passage. That might be a little faster. Because the Horowitz farmstead, I believe, is infested with Cazadors, and I would prefer not to fight any Cazadors. The less Cazadors, the better, I suppose, because I do not like the Cazadors, as you guys might have seen them multiple times throughout this Let's Play. And I'm also going to save, since we've managed to recruit 2 of them. Just don't want to have to risk anything. Save the game, save the game. Excellent. Next thing we want to do, like I said, head up to the middle of nowhere, or maybe the middle of nowhere, whatever you wish to call it. And I don't know what kind of enemy that is, but there's a good chance it might be like a Legion Death Squad, or Legion whatever kind of squad you want to call them, so we're just going to avoid that if we can. So now you're going to want to stay close to this area on the side over here. And I assume Ganon won't attack me wearing Brotherhood of Steel armor, because I want to wear it out here. No, he won't. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Because technically the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave hate each other, as we very clearly saw in Fallout 3, and I believe to a degree in Fallout 2. But I prefer not to be without, some protection when we're headed up into technically Cazador lands. Okay, so let's see if we can see any Cazadors buzzing around. Huh, actually none there. Not now, at least. Okay, these red markers, I believe, are what we've been looking for. Those don't really look like rocks, do they, guys? Because if that's what I think it is, they may not actually be rocks. Let's get a better view of it, shall we? What is that, guys? Aliens! They are aliens! This is only available if you've taken the Wild Wild Wasteland trait at the beginning of the game. There are 3 aliens up here, and you're going to want to kill them. Dead? Kill the alien captain first and make absolutely sure not to shoot his gun. And that's because we're going to want his gun in a minute. Oh, aliens, you are so weak. You don't even realize that I'm sniping you. So easy. Okay, so you can actually see up there what appears to potentially be the alien mothership. Or an alien mothership. I think it like disappears or something though. Yeah, I believe that's supposed to be the alien mothership or something. He has the alien blaster and 161 alien power cells. I believe that this is the only instance in the game where you can find alien power cells. I'm sure it's the only alien blaster, at least in the main game. Take the laser pistol as well, because it's in fairly good condition. The rest of them have just other powerful energy weapons. Gonna take all of that, for one reason or another. Yes, that appears to be the alien mothership up there. Can't do anything to it, though. Unless maybe you, actually fight the aliens up close. Now, interestingly enough, if you play through the game and you do not have the Wild Wasteland trait and you come up here, you will be attacked by a group of, mercenaries or something, and one of them will drop a unique gauze rifle, which are typically only carried by the Brotherhood of Steel. So that's just for anyone that's interested if you haven't taken the Wild Wasteland trait. So you still get something out of it, but it's a unique gauze rifle instead of a unique overpowered alien blaster. Though, I mean, due to the lack of ammo in this game, there's only about a fifth of the ammo in this game as there was in Fallout 3 for the alien blaster, especially if you have the DLCs. So it's a pretty limited use, but it can help at a few points in the game, I would say. Can't hurt to have as just an extra sort of special cool weapon, or if anything, just to leave in my house. Okay, we've headed to the Brooks Tumbleweed Ranch. Let's search this Wastelander. Nothing much on him. What you want to do, have your gun out and come right here. And we're going to see a knight.
You want to buy Wind Brahmin?
Where did you come from?
Right here.
Wind Brahmin? You mean the tumbleweeds? You're crazy, aren't
with
you?
low prices on
All of my caps. No! I'm not paying all of my caps for a stupid tumbleweed. Idiot. But I'll take your gear. Yes, what an idiot. He's trying to sell us tumbleweeds. And yeah, I'm not sure what happens if you actually say yes to him or if you can get the caps back. I'd be kind of interested to know that. Let's see if we can head inside of this shack, though, because there may be something in here. So yeah, I would just say don't risk it and just don't buy anything unless you have, no money. I'm not sure how this is considered stealing because there's, nobody up here. It might just be considered stealing from that stupid mutant right there, but seriously, you're trying to sell us tumbleweeds. I mean, really? Lots of bottle caps there, though. Yeah, like I care about karma. It's not important in this game, really, at all, so it's not like it... Oops, I did not mean to steal a frying pan, though. I'll sell it to somebody later. Oh, the toaster, Mr. Toaster thing in Old World Blues would be very happy to see that. There is a star cap here. So I guess that's probably the one really major thing here. This is kind of a useless area of the game. There are some decent medical supplies as you've seen in that star cap, but just not much overall. See, there's a free wind Brahmin right here. Like, why wouldn't I just take that one instead, game? Or super mutant. I mean, it's not the game's fault that there's a retarded super mutant here. Nothing. Anything over here? I'm pretty sure this shack design has been used a lot in... well, there's a few decent things here. A few things worth some money. Was used quite a few times in Fallout 3, including for the Regulator HQ. I'll take the line congressional style, though, because I believe that'll bump up our speech by 4 points. Let's go ahead and read that. Yes, it does. Speech increased by 4. I'm not going to complain about that, because it's always nice to have a little upgrade. Free speech points, not having to level up to get them. Nothing too wrong with that. Okay, I need to take that marker off the map. So now, all we have left, oh wow, thanks glitchiness, is to head up to Jacobstown. Once we complete this quest up here, we will be able to finish up for Auld Lang Syne, and then we'll head off to the final battle, so we're very near the end of the game. I've got to admit, like, there's some stuff I want to talk about with this game once the Let's Play is over, and as I'm going to say, this Let's Play has really dragged on a lot longer than I wanted it to, and part of that is my fault for trying to do, you know, Resident Evil 4 as a partner Let's Play to it, and I think that was a bad idea. But more importantly, it's just, this has been a really, really long, drawn-out project, and it got to be kind of boring later on. And I mean, there was also that time early on in the Let's Play where the game, I could not get the game to work half the time, so I ended up, you know, deleting all my data and starting over, and that fixed everything at least, and allowed me to get the Platinum Trophy too. But yeah, that's like, it's just been a really, really long project, and it'll be nice to have it over with. It's not like Fallout 3 where I basically split it into 2 halves. And did a really requested project in between. Okay, so enough about that though. I'll be talking about that, you know, a lot more in the finale and stuff. Let's see. There's going to be quite a few enemies up here. As you can see right here, there's tons of enemies. Bighorners, all sorts of stuff. So, have your guns out. Man, this thing isn't that accurate, I gotta admit that. And even if it was officially made back in like the 20s. Okay, we've got the Ruby Hill Mine discovered. Maybe I'll go scavenge that. You know what, let's go ahead and scavenge this. It's probably not that big, so let's go ahead and scavenge it, and that'll probably be the last thing we do in this video. Oh, Mire Lurks, or Lake Lurks, I believe. You're no match for me like you were at the beginning of the game, though. And, yeah, I'm still on normal, because it seems like they're still dying a little faster than normal. Oh, look at that, I just got some kind of challenge completion, and some XP for it. Oh, I can't pick the mutant cave fungus, or whatever that is. Oh, great, there's more of them. Oh, he's empty, I didn't even mean to... Dang, that thing still does a lot of damage, though. Alright, they're all dead, though. Man, these 45s they pack a pretty nice punch against a lot of the enemies in this game. It's a good weapon. I'm glad they put it in. I mean, it's 2 iconic American weapons, being the Tommy gun, or the Chicago typewriter, as many people call it, and the old 1911 A1. Which, of course, it is a handgun that I have always wanted to own, but have never owned, and, like, surprisingly, I'm quite surprised that nobody in my family owns one, considering we own a lot of guns, but surprisingly not a 1911. Now, I'm going to talk about this in another video, but some of the guns that we own versus what you would consider most people owning are pretty strange. Like, We have some weirdo weapons in our inventory. Some of them, half of them, we don't even know what they do because they've just been passed down for a few generations. Huh, a lot of explosives. Probably didn't need everything in there, but whatever. Oh boy, lake lurks. I'm rescuing these lake lurks, guys. I mean, they don't have to suffer anymore. Okay, let's go swimming. Ooh, let's swimming. What all do we have down here? A super mutant corpse with a lot of stuff on it. Holy cow. A multi-class rifle? Wish it was worth more. Thank you, Mr. Mutant. And a bunch of people playing cards down here. I feel like that's probably a reference to something that I just don't know. That was probably the only major thing down here, though. Oh, hold on a second. What is shooting at them? Like, is Eddie seriously shooting them from underwater? If so, I didn't even know you could do that. Like, Eddie, where were you doing that earlier on in the game when I was, like, getting murdered by these guys? Back in, like, part 30-ish. Wow, a lot of gear in these crates. Ooh, a locked hard crate. Let's see what's in here. Got it. A lot of C4. Man. Explosives galore. Let's kill both of them. I don't really see a point of scavenging them, but I want to see what's on this guy since he's sort of out in the middle of nowhere. Pushy! That is a unique weapon. I actually completely forgot about that. I don't know what the key's for, though. Ah, overpowered 45s. You were doing such a wonder out here. I wish I had brought this gun, this submachine gun, into Old World Blues with me. Okay, guys, that appears to be everything here, though, so next time we will continue with For Auld Lang Syne. See you guys then.